I don't think you like looking at the data, you have no concept of how chaotic a busy shop is and how frantic it feels and how much movement and as an owner, how many things the owner is trying to watch at one time. You don't actually get a sense of that in your data because it's all very siloed. It's all very like, and they did this, and then they did this, and it's like, actually, no. What they had is a phone in one ear, their hand in their mobile in another, someone
Yeah.
yelling at you, a little bing thing, a pizza falling on the floor, 10 boxes over here, and they're trying to manage it all. You don't see that until you're in the room, and then you're like, oh my God, how do you interact with our platform when that's happening?
Yeah.
And then you realize it's like they're doing this like while hanging off a bed, like trying to touch your thing with like one finger, and you're like, oh man, did we ever overcomplicate this? Like that stuff. There's no way to know until you're in their environment what's actually happening.
Yeah. All of a sudden you're like, you get a support feature request. This thing takes 2 clicks, and you're like, 2 clicks, whatever. Like, what's the cost of an extra click? And then you go in, then you're like, oh, those 2 click, that one extra click beyond one is the difference between getting this engagement or not.
Yeah,
And it's like, I think that's a great way of putting it because ultimately data, proxies, et cetera, you're using all that to create a picture of the reality of the world.
right.
And sometimes you just need to go and see it, and your eyes are an incredible data sensor. Your ears are incredible data sensor. Your touch is a data sensor. And these things are just so undervalued. And the reason I'm talking about this for our company is that's what quality is. It's about this idea of going and seeing and feeling at the heart of it to the lowest level of relevant detail to the problem you're solving.